shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday night live stream. Man, I like that music better every time I hear it. So we got some folks out tonight for various and sundry reasons. McMahon might want a link. We might get hit. We might pull him in here if he's available. Anyway, guys, Bama Dad, how was your week?
I can't complain. Nothing fantastic to talk about, but it was a peaceful week. Just still recovering. Hey, Kyle, how about you?
Oh, man. Been a long week. Hadn't had a day off since I drove back from Illinois. Had people that didn't want to show up for work, and they called me in on my days off, and I finally got the day off and spent it cooking and get to go back to work in the morning, and off we go until Wednesday. So just busy. That's all I've been doing is just working, coming home, going to sleep. What about you, Mike?
Oh, week started off slow business wise, and Tuesday creeped by, Wednesday creeped by. All of a sudden, the customer come in, one of our better customers. He said, "Hey, you got a new Glock?" And I said, "Well, I got one that's pre-owned, but barely." He said, "No, I want a new one. Order me one. Here's the money. Here's my card." Okay. And that kind of started off the day I sold a custom 6.5 WSM with dies. Of course, the majority of that money, that gun's on consignment, so the majority of that money goes to a customer. But she said I could use it between times I send her checks. So guess what? The next thing that walked in, and the guy wanted to know if I wanted to buy a Marlin 336, 30-30.
And you said yes.
I said yes. And he said, I said, "I'll buy it. The price is right." He said, "Well, I said, "Hang on." I said, "Before you say anything, this is gun protocol. I start the party." I said, "And that tells you where I'm at." So I made him an offer. Gee, I don't know. He upped it $100. I said, "Nope, you cutting into my profit." And he said, "Well, how about 50 more bucks if I throw in 2 boxes of shells?" I said, "These ain't your grandpa's shells, ain't green, are they?" He said, "No." I said, "Okay." And he brought in 2 new boxes of Federal. So I got my price, and that's how a gun store makes a living, is on used guns. Because you can't keep the lights on off of new.
That's true.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had my mic up. So I hope y'all got all that.
Oh, yeah. You loud enough.
Yeah. But that's how my week went, and I've got one more day, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. So, and MacMan, how'd your week go?
Oh, we've had a great week. We've had a great week. I had a visitor this week. I don't know if you saw the videos, but Viejo came to visit, Mr. Walter. So
that's what I hear. I didn't see the videos. I don't know why.
It's under a live stream.
Yeah, and I didn't get the notification when y'all went live either.
Me neither.
So weird. I posted it the day before, and
YouTube's playing their tricks again. Hang on a minute.
Could be.
Let me go diving.
Usually I unsubscribe and resubscribe, and it straightens it all out. I hate to do that, but that truck's running.
Yeah, right.
It would help if I'm not muted, right?
Sometimes.
said, good to have you with us, Mac, man. And thank you to all the people out in the side chat. We got a good crowd out there already. And all you guys on the panel, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. CW's got troubles. His pop's not feeling well, so we'll leave that at that. Walter been off on vacation, and as MacMan was talking about, and he come back with a sore throat, and he can't talk tonight. So y'all watch out for him in the side chat, and when he pops in, y'all
He's
make
already
sure he feels welcome and wish that he feel better. That's a good one, Paul Loud. I'm telling y'all guys better watch out for Paul Loud because he's sneaky funny. He's sneaky funny. And
Well, man, it says I'm still there, but I didn't see anything. I don't want to unsubscribe and then re-up, but if I have to, I have to. I don't know. I'm sorry, Jamie. Didn't mean to interrupt.
well, we'll let you live this time. Yeah, right. Paul, if Mario was here or Chico was here, they would say, I can hear you more gooder when you aren't muted. Yeah, and I'm working on I got to work on this JH5869. I don't know where I never wrote down a 9.
Band in the lounge.
Excuse me.
Play Barry Manilow.
What?
Barry Manilow.
Okay. All right, time out. Julian's secret is out. He listens to Barry Manilow.
I'm trying to get the chat. It didn't work.
He's gonna break out into Copacabana here in a minute.
Go ahead, Julian.
Yeah, I was trying to get the chat to come up, so I switched my phone on to get the chat going, and for some reason there was an old the Bang Bang Theory was on, so they were shouting on that, so I had to mute it pretty quick.
Let me help you with that. On your computer, do you have a computer?
No, I'm on my iPad tonight.
Well, I think you can do the same thing on your iPad, but Paul, I'm not as educated as them. Me and Paul are like Jethro Bodine. We graduated 6th grade, and we can cipher. We can cipher, and we're really good at our gozentas.
As long as you got your shoes and socks off.
Right.
And all the Gen Xers are going, who's Jethro?
Right. And what is a gazentas?
The Gen Xers are the only ones that got that.
Yeah, Gen Xers are the only one that got that. You got your generations wrong, Bama.
What about boomers? I'm technically a boomer.
I'm an Xer. I'm the first year of the Xers. I was born in '65.
I'm the last year of the Xers.
We were raised feral. Okay.
Well, I guess me and Julian. What year were you born, Julian?
67.
Oh my goodness! You're younger than Rebel.
Yeah, he's an Xer.
See, that's living proof that it's not the years, it's the miles.
I'm not sure which way you're going with that.
I'm not either.
But I feel like I got a lot of miles on me.
Boy, I do too. Every morning when that alarm clock goes off at 5:15, ooh, boy, my back feels like it's coming through the backbone, coming through the skin. There's Dale Pogue out there.
What I told my orthopedic, my knees hurt so bad, and I said, but it ain't such a bad thing. He said, but Mr. Hester, you're in pain. And I went, yeah, but I don't even think about my back hurting anymore. That's the truth. I got four ice packs for the end of the day, one on each knee and one on my back.
Here's my boys. Dale Pogue, 1962. Ozzy Osbourne, 1960. I'm a 1960. GGW is older than me, 1957. What a great year. Especially if you was a Chevrolet 210, right? Garage Guy, 63. He's just a year younger than I am.
Yeah, Ford Galaxy 427, 2 4s. Mm-hmm.
Quadrajet. Yeah.
The old
Texarkana, 1966. Look at all these guys. Viejo, 1947. MCK Mock Willie, 71. Edward Petty, 1951. Glenn Davis, 1953. Dwayne, 1956. Vanessa Kitty, 61 was a fine year. Jay Delta, 1959. Six-shooter Texan, 1959. Ricky Baird, 1969.
Look at everybody.
Yeah. Paul Loud, 1980. That's the year I graduated high school, man.
Graduated in 83.
Boomstick, 1961. There's my buddy Bull. What's going on over there in Bamalama, man? Glenn Davis is 1972, 53 years old. Del Poe, bunch of old people in here. Timothy Burkett.
You know what they say about old people?
1967.
We're too fat to run, too old to take an ass whooping. Don't mess with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can still see him pull a trigger.
Yeah.
I don't know about the seeing part.
Stan Christensen, 1951. Boy, there was some pretty Chevrolets and Fords back then. IWS Bull, 1966.
I was talking with a guy that I worked with out in Vegas, and we're talking about how old cars were so pretty and new cars you can't tell them apart, but you knew what the old ones were. And he said, "Yeah, the '52 Buick looks like it was looking for something, and the '53 looked like it found it."
Yeah, and it tried to tuck its tail and run. Yeah.
I always thought that was a great analogy.
Yep. I think my favorite era of American automobiles would be the late 1930s, mid to late 1930s. Of course, and I love the 60s muscle cars too.
Oh, yeah. 60s, early 70s. Yep.
In particular, the Oldsmobile Cutlass and the Buick Riviera. Y'all remember those?
Oh yeah,
That V-back window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that boat tail design didn't last long.
Yeah, it's because it was expensive to make.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had one of those and you were going to restore it and it had a busted back windshield.
You can get windows for them now.
You can? That's
yeah,
good.
but hopefully somebody hadn't been there before, and the replacement one will fit. Because if it doesn't fit, that's some labor right there.
What was
You
the
got that right.
what
Yeah,
was
those
the
windows are
what
high.
was the Mercury they come out with? Looked like a Ford Fairlane, but it had a 427, and the options were passenger and back seat. It had a roll cage. It had a roll cage Cyclone. It came with a 427, 2 4s.
That was a variation of the Comet,
Yeah,
Mercury Comet.
which was a Ford Fairlane, pretty much.
Yeah, and it was
And they
So
made
that-
a Falcon that same year model too, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't. The Falcon was always a unibody car. The that particular Mercury I was talking about had a frame. That 427 twist a unibody car in half.
Yep.
yeah, boy. Yeah, you run it down the drag strip once and the doors don't open no more.
Good old days.
Yeah,
Funny.
you just Bo Duke that thing.
I had a buddy that had one of those, not the Cyclone model, but a Mercury Comet. I think it was a 62 or 63. He bought it brand new. And first thing he did was take it and put a manifold on it, a 4-barrel carburetor. And while he was in it, he put a mild cam in it. And went and raced it in street class, the stock class.
Door slammers.
If your cam wasn't too heavy, you could get by with that. He was winning everything, but his problem was motor mounts.
Yep.
So Glenn Davis is sick of hearing us talk about old cars and wants to know what the topic is. So Glenn, I would. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. That would sound smart, Alec. But in the description of the live stream tonight, we put look at Tommy boy, show off. 32 caliber cartridges. We've been covering a specific caliber and then talking about the cartridges. While we're at it here, Tommy boy, my band director when I was in high school built a 1965, I think it was, maybe a 66 Ford Galaxy 302 4-speed. That thing was bad to the bone. It really was. So I did just a touch of research because I didn't have a whole lot of time. If you'll check Wikipedia, and y'all can follow along with me, in order of evolution, I guess you would say, 32 rimfire, chambered in revolvers and rifles in the late 19th and early 20th century, and it's got a date of 1860 outside that, so I'm assuming that's when they started. The 32 Webley, a centerfire version of the 32 rimfire in 1868. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but when I read Webley, I automatically think United Kingdom or England or am I wrong by thinking that?
No.
Okay. 32 long Colt. Now these are handgun chambers now. 32 long Colt, an American centerfire revolver cartridge, and an improved version of the 32 Webley in 1873. Guess what else came out in 1873? The Winchester rifle and the Colt Single Action Army. But trust me, in 1873, you weren't going to get a Colt Single Action Army in 32 long Colt. I don't think. Those were pretty much 45s, and they were all, the Army was sucking up every one of those they could get their hands on. 32-20 Winchester.
Pistol or rifle cartridge?
A rifle cartridge was found popularity in handguns as a powerful 32 caliber offering, and that has got a date of 1882.
Dang.
And let me see if I can probably show y'all some pictures of the 32-20.
I sold a Smith & Wesson hand ejector in 32-20.
Okay, let's do this. Let me click here. Bang, bang. Okay, on the left is the 32-20 Winchester, and on the right is the 32 ACP. And there's the bullet. pulled out of it. See, it's just got a little bit of a bottleneck, doesn't it?
Looks like a rimmed blackout.
Yeah, I'm about to say it looks like a 300 blackout.
And it is rimmed. It is rimmed. Anybody recognize that powder? That could be any one of a dozen or better, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I
But,
recognize it as smokeless.
Yeah. I would probably, if I had to guess, based on some of our readings from last week, I would say DuPont number 2, which is
Unique.
Bullseye.
No, bullseye. That's right. Unique's got a little bit bigger flake.
Yeah, Edward Petty says it looks like 2520 as well. Yeah. We, when Willie came over, I got to see a 2520 rifle and some of the hand loads. It does, doesn't it, Tommy Boy? Tommy Boy says it looks like 4440 has the same taper. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Y'all know your old stuff. You know why? Because you're at my age or older almost. Yeah. Check that out. Alaska One Andy has a TC contender barrel in 3220. They were originally thought to be Winchester's first small game cartridge, like rabbits and stuff like that. Okay, how far did we get?
32-20.
Did I lose my dang? I did, man. Hold on, let me back up here. It's a rifle cartridge found popularity in handguns as a powerful 32 caliber offering. 1882, Smith & Wesson, 32 Smith & Wesson cartridge was introduced in 1878 for the Smith & Wesson model 1.5 revolver. And it says it was introduced in 1878, but it's got a date at the end of it there that says 1892. I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very anemic looking too.
That's a 32 Smith & Wesson I'm holding right there.
All right, hold on, I'll blow you up. Yeah. Let's look at this picture. That's a good picture, but let me do this. Show this again, and it's got a little bit better reference because we don't know how big your fingers are.
You know how big they are. They're friggin' huge.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the size of a quarter. So that gives you a little bit more reference. Mike, I swear that the one you had looks longer than that.
It does, but it's head stamped 32 Smith & Wesson.
Well, let's get to the next one, see what other kind of pictures I got. Right there, this is a good picture to share. 32 Smith & Wesson, 32 ACP, 32 Smith & Wesson long, which is, I believe, what you got. 32 H&R Magnum, and the 327 Federal Magnum. From left to right in order.
This could just be a heavier bullet, Jamie. Maybe a little longer bullet.
Smith & Wesson. This is a Smith & Wesson lemon squeezer example chambered in 32 Smith & Wesson. Good grief, man. That looks like a monstrosity to try to shoot with that little bitty cartridge.
That's a belly gun.
It's a break top too, like there. Reminds me of the Model 3s, 1.5s, whatever. The evidence: a 32 caliber Johnson automatic pistol and the handkerchief in which
Teddy Roosevelt. Was it?
William McKinley.
Oh, McKinley was killed with a 32. Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to our list. Next is 32 Smith & Wesson Long, a straight-walled centerfire rimmed handgun cartridge based on the earlier 32 Smith & Wesson cartridge, and it has a date of 1896. 32 ACP. What does ACP stand for?
Automatic Colt pistol.
Thank you. So that means that it was designed by
Cool.
John Browning.
John Moses Browning.
I was waiting for somebody to say Samuel Colt.
By 1899, which is the date we have here, Samuel Colt been dead 35 years.
Shows my knowledge.
32 H&R Magnum, a rimmed cartridge designed for use in revolvers in 1984. So we skipped 85 years right there of no progression in 32.
And now the last one.
327 Federal Magnum.
Yes, sir.
The loudest handgun I've ever shot.
They call it a rimmed super magnum cartridge based on the 32 H&R with elongated case and higher pressures. So they were loading that thing up to, I think, 21,000 cup.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was going at 21,000 feet per second, too.
Okay, when we get to rifle chamberings, the first one listed is the 32 Winchester, which we've already shown, and they have a date of 1882. The next one is the 3240 Ballard, or 8.1 by 54 millimeter rimmed, also known as 3240 Winchester. Winchester developed this as a black powder match grade round for the Ballard single shot Union Hill numbers 8 and 9 target rifles. Okay. Muzzle energy, using a 165 grain bullet and 40 grains of black powder, produced a muzzle velocity of 1,440 feet per second with a muzzle energy of 760 foot-pounds. The factory load gained a reputation for fine accuracy with a mid-range trajectory of 11 inches at 200 yards. It was available in Winchester and Marlin lever-action rifles beginning in 1886. Both the 3240 and the 3855 were chambered for the model's 1894 Winchester when it was introduced to the public in 1894. It stopped being a factory chambering around 1940. Varmint and predator hunting, including coyotes and wolves. Both of those rounds were considered usable for moose and elk at woods ranges. But the 30-30 cartridge, introduced a year later, soon outpaced the two because of its higher speed, higher energy, and flatter trajectory. So 3240 after the 3220, which was 1884. They said 1894. Just pick one. Make up your mind, people. 32 Winchester Special, a rimmed cartridge created for use in the Winchester Model 1894 lever action rifle in 1901. Created in October of 1898. Similar in name but unrelated to the 3220 Winchester cartridge. I can see that. Well, it came 19 years later. And then we have the 32 Winchester self-loading. And that's an American rifle cartridge is all it says about that. We don't have any pictures on this one. We do have a diagram. Have a cartridge diagram.
Is it a Venn diagram?
It looks like a Sammy diagram. Let me show you. .860 overall length, and it's just a barely, slightly rimmed thing, ain't it? .321. See, a lot of these things, and we got to stop. We got to go through the chat. Let's call out side chat, and we'll get back to that. So type in, what do you think, Mac Man? 32?
32 sounds good to me.
Type in 32. We'll call your name out on the TV. And
Beat you, Bama.
Knock me out. I was guessing. I was just glad it came out to that.
all right, here we go. Y'all off the page. Kyle Lusk is on the panel and the side chat, and he was first. Bama Dad is also. He was a very close second. GGW Outdoors is out there. Bobby Barlow. Tim S. What's going on, brother? Mike Hester is on the panel and in the side chat. So is MacMan 039. Alaska 1 Andy. Dude, moose is good to eat. It might be. I wouldn't use that cartridge to kill a moose. I'm sorry.
What, a 177?
No, that 3240 we were looking at.
Oh,
Anyway.
I just saw where he said 177.
We got Dale Pogue out there, Glenn Davis, Ozark Spirit. What's going on, Marvin? Thanks for being here, buddy. Alaska 1 Andy. Tim S. Dwayne 7834. IWS Bull is out there. Just over yonder. Viejo. Good to see you, Walter. We miss you, brother. Ozzy Osbourne, good to see you too, man. Vanessa Kitty's out there. Casey Dolph. Terry's reloading. What's going on, buddy? Last of 3, 01 guy. Timothy Burkett, 01 guy. Corners and doors. What's going on, buddy? Vanessa Kitty, Edward Petty. Andy, 79Z28, J Delta 22NC, and Tommy Boy. Thank all y'all for being here. Alaska 1 Andy said it's been in the negative 42.
Ooh. You can have that, boy.
It was almost 70 here today.
You can have that.
We hit the 90s.
Negative 40. Good God. That's cold.
So Glenn Davis joined us. Paul Loud. Edward Petty says, yeah, YouTube assigned us those numbers. I still can't stand that 9 at the end of my name, man. It's bugging the crap out of me, and I'm going to do something about it.
Is there
I just
anything?
ain't decided what yet.
What's weird is YouTube probably assigned you the 586 part, or they assigned you 5869 because you dropped the 586 from your name, didn't you?
No, I dropped the S and W.
Oh, okay.
I kept the JH 586, and they threw a 9 on the end of it.
Yeah, that is weird then, because I mean, most everybody else has got 4 random or 3 random digits. I don't know. Weird.
And they put the apt logo in front of everybody's name as well, have they?
Do what, man?
The apt, the A logo in front of everybody's name I can see now as well. That's something I haven't seen before.
The app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you look up our channels, and that's why they assigned us those numbers, is so that you could just.
But what he's saying is that didn't used to be there if you were just commenting.
No, it didn't, but it's been there for at least a couple of years now. But that's, yeah, Andy, we're all youngsters. Boy, I wished I felt like a youngster.
I'm apparently the youngest one here.
Yes.
Who's the youngest?
I probably feel the oldest though.
I doubt it.
Andy's way behind, man. He says, you don't get up early. Talking about I'm getting up at 5:15.
I'm surprised you can sleep that late. I get up that early on my day off. I might go back to bed, but
So Andy's saying 1953. So yeah, he's 9 years older than me. Yeah, you did, Ozzy. Good job. Ozzy's saying that he changed his back. There's some discrepancy in the 32 caliber world as to exactly what the diameter of the projectiles are. There's a lot of them. Dang, Tommy boy, 5 a.m. is when I go to bed. Oh, goodness gracious. This is a thing, though. Some of them that call themselves 32 caliber are only 1 or 2 thousandths larger than what we would refer to as a 30 caliber. Like there's a lot of them out there that are like some of those 32 cartridges that we just mentioned that have a diameter of 0.311. Some of them 0.310. And they're calling themselves 32 caliber. But, you know, I'm a big 44 fan, and most of those are actually 0.429, 443, 431. So there's that. But yeah.
American caliber stuff is weird.
It is, and it's for several different reasons. So maybe this Winchester self-loader is something we should probably look into. But the one that I really wanted to talk about, and we've talked a good bit about these, but one that I own, a rifle cartridge that I really like, is the 8mm Mauser, which is technically 0.791, 792. I think it's 792. But yeah, we looked at a lot of those cartridges. Anybody got anything that y'all like or don't like?
I heard the 32 special in like a Winchester 94. I've never shot one, but I heard it was a deer slayer.
What my understanding is of that, and y'all correct me if I'm inaccurate here, but I've heard that it's a 30-30 cartridge necked up to 32.
That's what I heard as well.
Now, what is their definition of
32.
yeah, Winchester? Let's find out.
I like the way Ozark put it. We don't speak mum.
Yeah,
Eminem.
we do now, but we didn't used to.
Right. We don't.
And MacMan can appreciate this as a mechanic. I spoke fluent mum.
Mum,
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
5.8. Oh, you mean a 16 millimeter?
yeah. If you had a 88 Ford Bronco 2, 1 minute you'd be standard, and the next minute you'd be millimeter.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, some interesting stuff is coming to light here. It's a rimmed cartridge created in 1898 for use in the Winchester Model 94 lever action rifle. Similar in name but not related to the 3220 cartridge, which is also known as 32 Winchester centerfire. So Winchester Special and 32 WCF are two different things. 3220, 32 WCF are the same thing. 32 Winchester Special is not. Okay. The 32 Winchester Special cartridge, like the 30-30 Winchester cartridge of 1895, is necked down from the 3855 cartridge of 1884.
Huh.
The 32 Winchester Special, 0.321 inches, differs from the 30-30 Winchester, 0.308 inches in bullet diameter. More significantly, Winchester decreased the rate of rifling twist in their Model 94 rifle from 1 in 12 when chambered for the 30-30 to 1 in 16 when chambered for the 32 Winchester Special. Winchester used the slower twist to reduce fouling retention when creating a new cartridge for sportsmen who wanted to reload their own ammunition using black powder and cast bullets. It was also marketed as something more powerful than the 30-30 and yet had less recoil than the 30-40 Craig, aka the 30 Army. So this new cartridge enjoyed only moderate success and remained hampered by the small selection of available bullets in the 321 diameter. There's a wide selection of bullet types and weights for the 30-30, while only commonly available bullets in 321 diameter are 70 grain and 165 grain. Also, due to the slow twist of the barrel, accuracy suffered when the barrel exhibited wear. All that makes perfect sense to me. But the 32 Winchester Special shoots a .321 diameter bullet. But they marketed it as a more powerful cartridge, but it's not, man. It's the same cartridge, only necked up larger. It'll make a bigger hole. That's all. 30-30 is going to be going faster.
Yep.
According to Winchester's original claims, the 32 Winchester Special has 5 to 10% more energy than the 30-30 at close ranges and less at longer ranges due to increased drag due to the 321's greater diameter and reduced sectional density. Sectional density is a big thing if you're hunting deer or hunting anything.
Yeah, other than paper.
Right. Okay, here we go. Here's pictures of the 32 Winchester Special. Okay. On the left is a Hornady FTX, and on the right is the Remington Corlock. Both are 32 Winchester cartridges. I don't know why they didn't put like a green background on it. That putting a background that's almost the same color as the brass is pretty asinine, don't you think? There's a picture of the Hornady FTX. And there's your diagram. Looks like Browning drew that picture, right?
That last picture looked like a rather handsome round.
It's beautiful, man.
That looks like a rather handsome round.
But it's inaccurate as all crap because that shoulder is in no way that angle.
Oh.
As seen here. Well, I guess it is.
Well, it depends on.
Yeah.
You got to squint.
Yeah, with that background. So never mind what I said. Okay. 32 caliber. There's Mario. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. Hey, Mario! I know that was kind of weak, but there's only 5 of us today. There's Hillbilly too, man.
Where's he at?
Missouri.
Oh, shush.
I had to, dude. You opened the door.
I know. I did.
Bull's right. At least it has a long neck. Like that 30-30 does. But yeah, man, it's that's something I've learned, that the 32 Winchester Special and the 30-30 are their parent case is the 38-55. Do y'all not find that interesting?
No, 38-55. So they're necking it down to a 32.
Yeah, they're taking the 38-55, necking it down to 32, and then they're necking it down to 30. 309. 0.321 and 0.308.
Why?
Just, oh, Lord.
Because that's the way they did.
Because
the
they're going to sell barrels.
Well, no.
Probably so that they didn't have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Well, that's what most of your wildcats are, and that's what most of what we're talking about tonight was. They were wildcats of the time back then. I mean, you can take a 45-70 and neck it down to a 22 if you know.
All right, check this out,
you can
guys.
keep the brass good, you know.
You know, the more you dig, the more you learn. Here's something interesting. The 38-55 Ballard, later called the 38-55 Winchester, is the bullet diameter of the 38-55 is actually close to 0.38. It's 0.3775.
Yep.
And the 38-55 is a straight-walled centerfire rifle cartridge based on an earlier 3850 Ballard Everlasting cartridge introduced in 1876 by the Ballard Rifle and Cartridge Company. First chambered by Ballard and Marlin Firearms, then it was later offered by Winchester in its model 1894, who usurped the name, designating it the 3855 WCF, although it was an exact dimensional copy of the 3850 Ballard. Winchester then relabeled it again, calling it the 3855 Winchester in their model 1894 rifles. See, this is the thing. If you chamber around in your particular firearm that you are selling, that cartridge designation has to be printed on your gun. Winchester was not going to do that. Colt was not going to put somebody else's name on one of their firearms.
That's why they started making all these weird cartridges.
Right.
That makes a lot more sense than what was going through my head.
Yeah, you get a period correct old Smith and Wesson and say 38 or anything with somebody like a Colt, it won't say Colt on it. It'll say 38 caliber or something like that.
Well, and you get a Winchester, it's not going to say 32 long Colt on it.
Right. It's going to say 32. That's it.
Yeah, 32 cal. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Okay.
That's why you see all of this BS going on, man.
You see what you learn when you tune in on Friday nights.
A lot of this stuff that really is going to help us.
Well, it would have back then.
Well, see, the thing about it is if you do not learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
That's what I thought you was going to say. Unless you learn from your mistakes, you're going to repeat them.
But these are all straight wall cartridges.
See, I've got an old. It's actually a Colt, 32 long Colt, and my aunt had it from her uncle or something. I don't know, but I ended up with it somehow. And let me tell you, that thing does not like 32 autos. It shoots a cutting torch out the end of the cylinder when you squeeze the trigger. I was like, this is not right. Okay. But it doesn't say 32 long Colt on it. I don't know why. It's a Colt. It just says 32 cal.
Huh.
And all I could find was 32 auto. And I was like, well, maybe. This I was young. Like, well, maybe. 2 shots. Nope. This don't work. I mean, it worked, but it's not right.
We got Uncle Bob out there. Good to see you, man.
He's been playing mechanic.
Lefty Six Gun joined us. James Pugh.
Jamie's chiming in. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Glad somebody found that one.
Uncle Bob's been working on wife's car. The 3855 Lefty Six Gun says it's anorexic sister to the 4570. And James Pugh says 375 Winchester be better than today's 350 Legend, and it's 9mm 355 bullets. Hey man, if you got a 355 bullet made to kill and made for that 350 Legend, I don't see that that little bit of a diameter difference is
Yeah, the difference is in the weight, the inertia.
and the powder charge. How much powder capacity have you got? And well, basically, it's uh, bullet weight, diameter, which equals sectional density, and then your velocity. And you put the two together, and you get energy.
There's formulas for all this, but that's in Mr. Hagler's class down the hall.
Yeah, well, Walter knows all of that stuff. He's got a Henry in 3855.
I got a friend that's got a Chief Crazy Horse in 3855 Winchester.
James Pugh says Henry's bringing back the 3855 and 35 Remington. I ain't seen them yet, bud. I would love to. You know, I might suck it up and buy a Henry and 35 Remington.
That'd be a beautiful gun. I mean, Marlins are beautiful no matter what, but
You see, I do not own a Henry,
I don't either.
and I should fix that.
I got a couple of them. My 44 is beautiful. I need to shoot it more.
Ozark sent me a picture of his 6.5 Jap. Still got the chrysanthemum on it. Or the mum, whatever you want to call it. My 8mm Mauser, you can take and you can look at it. If you look at it close, you can see where the German markings, the eagles were, and swastikas were ground off of it. Tell it, Bull. Here's the thing, man. Bull brings up a great point. Yeah, I saw that video, James. I did. Said they added it to their page. Yeah, 35 caliber is awesome, and I wish it had. I wish it had the backbone that 35 Remington does. I'm actually thinking about a 35 Wayland as well.
That's a butt kicker right there.
Yeah, it's 30-06 necked up. Bull brings up a good point. These Henry rifles that you see with the brass receivers, what they call the golden boys, that I can't make myself consider carrying that into the woods to kill deer with, because I know how I am.
Yeah, that's too pretty. We're getting too shiny.
Yeah, but the steel ones, and they're not ugly, Bull. They're really not. Ozark Spirit, I inherited a Type 38 from my cousin. His stepdad was on MacArthur's staff. Yeah, he would have seen plenty of Japs in MacArthur's staff. I know, man. 360 buck hammer. I know Henry makes it because they partnered with Winchester when they developed the cartridge. Bull says 35 Wayland is a hoss. Yeah, it is. I get it, man. Marvin said that's his war prize. That's that cleaned up nice, man. That's a beautiful picture of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bull's talking about the tactical Henry.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, that never enters my mind. I don't think like that.
I like my little 44 Magnum Safe Queen
I
or
wanted
Great
that.
Queen, whatever.
I wanted that takedown Marlin 44 Magnum they had in John Wick 4, and then I found out they only made 10 of them for the movie, and they were not for sale.
Wow.
Seems
Yeah.
like they're missing out then.
That's just a glass of cold water right in the face, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that broke down like a 39A.
Well, I mean, you already tooled up to make the 10. Why not make 1,000?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if it caught on, you know,
Well,
make 10,000.
either that or the local Hollywood gunsmith sell the plans to Marlin for, a good bit of money, and let Marlin do the heavy lifting.
Well, I only know one person that's got a John Wick gun, and he's on the panel tonight.
Not it.
Me neither.
Me neither.
And he's not going to say nothing.
Well, you know what? I take that back. I've got one from John Wick 2. I've got a Glock 34.
Yeah. McMahon, you're one of the. You got one, don't you?
What's that? Sorry.
You got one of the John Wick series of pistols, don't you?
I'm not sure. Which one do you think it is?
Let's see. The Glock 34 Staccato P.
No,
And then-
it's one Terran tactical build.
oh, the Canuck.
Yeah,
That's a Canic. The one Terran tactical built is a Sand Viper.
yeah, but Terran also built a line of Canics.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't. The Sand Viper's like $8,000 or something stupid.
Yeah, this was affordable. It was just under $1,000.
I've shot.
a medallion, didn't it, McMahon?
Yeah, the Canuck TTI. Yeah, I got the first one. They've just brought another one out now. They call Smoke, which is like a black color. But I got
They're nice. They're nice guns.
That Smoke's a pretty gun. Well, that one you got's a beautiful gun too.
Hillbilly says he's got the John Wick 12 gauge. What's his 12 gauge?
Benelli M4.
Ooh wee. I seen it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I had a Benelli M4. My sister got it.
In the second movie, he's got a 26. In the first movie, he used HKs and a Glock 26. And in the second movie, he used a Glock 26, a Glock 34, a Benelli M4, and some sort of AR. Because he asked the lady at the hotel, is the consomme in? And she says, I've never known him not to be. And he goes down and he said, he looks at the British man in the nice suit. And he said, I'd like a tasting. Like it's a wine guy, and he goes, and so he starts selling him guns and he said, I need something bold for the middle of the night. And he said bold, precise, and he gets the AR and he said, and something for the finish. It needs to be hearty or whatever. And he hands him Benelli M4 He said, dessert? And then the guy just smiles at him and opens up a box of knives, freshly stoned. That guy plays a perfect part. But
you said the consomme. You had me wondering. That's a bowl of gravy. You meant some yet?
No, he says. Well, you might say some yet. I don't know. I thought you said consomme.
That's a wine. That's the wine master.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was trying to think, what is he talking about?
I don't travel in them circles.
I love that scene though is priceless.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
My wine master works at the liquor store. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Sommelier at the state store.
In my local Shields, a couple of months, I'll say probably earlier on last year, he had a pair of John Wick pistols in a wooden box with all the writing on it and signatures and something, and it was $23,000 for the pair of them.
Good Lord.
They were consecutive numbers, and I think they were something like what you said, like a pit viper or something. They were,
yeah, pit viper, sand viper, yeah.
They had two of them, and they were consecutive numbers, really low numbers in a box with pictures and all the coins and stuff, and it was 23 grand.
Wow.
My wife said no.
Well,
I can't believe you considered buying them.
They look nice. They look really
nice. A buddy of
nice.
mine bought one of the pit vipers, and he came in out off the range, and he was really PO'd because he sold a couple of Wilson Combats in order to get it, and it didn't shoot as good as the Wilson Combats. And I didn't like the Wilson Combat as good as I did the Staccato P. The Wilsons were nice, but the Staccato P was really sweet.
And what do they start at?
I thought it was half that. Okay.
All those two. Well, the Staccato C is cheaper. It's a single stack. All those 2K guns, 2011s as they instead of 1911s, the stagger stack 9mm. They're up there. I've got a customer wanting a Kimber, and I'm just gonna say he works for a competitor, but he's our customer, but he's earned enough points on a certain firearm that he can get and then trade partially for that Kimber 2K11. That thing, depending on the variation, it starts right around 2 and up.
Yeah, I think about the most affordable is what? It's the TSOS, isn't it?
Yeah, Turkish made. Switch Canic's Turkish made. But the Turks have got into CNC machine. They've been in it since the 80s, so they're turning out some nice shotguns too.
I've got a few Turkish 1911s, and man, them things are beautiful. They shoot amazing.
I tell you what, I rate them higher than Rock Island. Rock Island
putting out good stuff now.
Yeah, but they some of their basic stuff lacks in that final polish. But for the money you pay for them, heck, I'll polish it all day long myself.
Yeah, they're just a little. I mean, they're good guns. They're just a little crude.
Yeah,
they need a paint job and a good coat of wax.
Yeah. And a little bit of flits.
Especially on the inside.
I tell you, a little bit of flits go a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flits is some good stuff.
Do y'all like TSOS or Rock Island better? Rock Island.
I like, from what I'm seeing right now, I like TSOS better.
All right, I didn't get the question. My internet just dropped out. What was the question?
TSOS or Rock Island? TSOS or Rock Island? Which would you like better?
And just a second to point out the major difference is the T-sauce. If I understand things correctly, is Philippine. That's Turkish, and the Rock Islands and the American Tactical imports
Or
are
Philippines.
Philippines.
Now, I had a customer that bought an American Tactical from me and said that was one of the most accurate, tightest 1911s he'd ever shot.
I'm actually looking at an American Tactical right now. No, I mean in my hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Say that again, Rebel.
The one of my customers, who was a JTAC in the Air Force in the Afghan War, he bought an American Tactical from me, and he said that was the tightest, most accurate 1911 he ever fired. And he shot a lot of pistols. So, and it was just 45 caliber, mil spec, a little better sights.
That's the trouble with these GI model 1911s. I can't see the sights.
Yeah.
There you go, Jamie.
Good grief.
I highly recommend one of these, Jamie.
Man, the price is right on the American Tacticals. I'm not going to say anything about prices, but go look at them.
Let me tell you, this baby is a shooter, and it's a compact.
Man, that puts a 1911 in just about anybody's hand that wants one.
That's
Yeah.
very similar to mine, Kyle. Next time I see you, I'll bring mine. Mine's American Tactical Titan lightweight, 3 1/4 inch, new agent model.
Yeah, you got a longer barrel than me. I've got a Colt mag in it now, and it sticks out about, I don't know, half inch out of the hand grip.
I was laughing at that too. Anyway, that's what a front sight staking tool looks like. So you take the slide off, and that fits into the slide right here, and then this stakes the bottom of that front sight, spreads it, pins it out.
Right. But yeah, I had to send Jamie a picture. That way y'all didn't think I was feeding y'all a line of bull when I said I'm sitting here holding one.
Well,
Yeah,
you said you were holding one. Then you said Jamie's barrel was longer, and I just went from there.
Mine's the shortest one you can buy. It's the 3 1/2, 3 1/4 inch.
Well, Jamie,
Mine's not 3.5 inches. The gun barrel, that is.
like my cousin said, it may be small, but it's mean.
All right, guys, let's bring it up a notch.
I won't say what I was thinking then. There's Steve Fishner. Good to see you, buddy.
Man, I can't get over that.
Yeah, these American
They're
Tacticals,
shooters. They
they're
are
fine
shooters.
guns. They're fine. When Willie was here, he tried everything he could to let me take my American Tactical back with him.
Which, oddly enough, is California legal.
I don't
Maybe.
know about that.
Maybe.
It was designed in 1911. Why wouldn't it be?
It doesn't hold traditional standard.
Right. Of course, 1873 is considered an assault weapon there.
Right.
Yeah. Legality changes by the week in California.
Right. TMS, what you never heard that before? What do you mean? American Tactical? Check out American Tactical Imports. I got some pretty nice stuff.
I've got a couple of them, and every single one of them are killer shooters.
Now I've never owned a T-size, so I can't voice an opinion honestly about that.
The only person I know that have is Pat in the bunker just got one, and he said he loves it.
I've shot one, and I can't say it's a bad shooter. It's no worse of a shooter than I am, but
it's more expensive than the American.
yes, sir.
It's and well, right now it's really going to be more expensive. Well, I don't know, since they knocked tariffs down, I guess they'll come down a little bit.
All right, I gotta go take care of something. Y'all talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
All right.
He's got to go see a man about a wallaby.
Got to walk a dog for a second.
So, Mac Man, you coming to Dead Zero?
Oh yes.
Well, that's
Already
right. You
booked-
said you already booked up.
I booked the flights. I booked the cabin. We're ready to go.
All right.
Oh, sorry, my wife's saying she booked them, not me. So I'm sorry.
Is your wife coming with you?
Yes.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Are you coming?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be there. My wife's still waiting on her approval to get approved at work, her time off. It's
All
right in the middle of, she's in the gardening business, and it's right in the middle of spring for her. So it's going to be hard for her to get the time off, even though she put it in 2 months ago. So I don't know if she's coming or not, but I'm definitely going to be there if I got to walk.
Yeah, I think we're flying out Saturday morning.
You coming into Chattanooga?
No, Nashville, is it?
Well, I don't know from your direction, Nashville. I don't know.
Yeah, we fly into Nashville, and I think we're about an hour and 3/4 north of where we meet you guys. So it's about an hour and half, 45-minute drive down.
Yeah. Coming from here or from the East Coast, you'd fly into Chattanooga, and it's about an hour. Yeah, about the same, about an hour and 3/4.
Yeah, so we come in Saturday, so we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing Saturday and Sunday, and then I think we shoot Monday and Tuesday, and we come home Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Tuesday and Wednesday we're shooting this year, aren't we?
I thought it was Monday and Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's right. It's Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. Okay. Yeah. That gives me. Yeah, that's right. Because Thursday's going to be gun cleaning day, and then I go back to work on Friday. Yep. I had it all timed out.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. We have a good time. We enjoy coming.
No, boy, you don't want to fly into ATL if you're going up there, because then you're looking at a 3.5, maybe a 4-hour drive. If you can, coming from the West Coast, Nashville does kind of make more sense because you can come pretty much straight south of Nashville.
Yeah, you jump on the freeway and it's an easy run all the way down.
Yeah.
And the road isn't that busy really coming down. It's quite surprising that it's quite quiet. So
I think mine is 3.25 inches, like 3.25 inches. It's the new agent size. It's designed to carry, and it's a 1911.
I've
I've never heard of those American Tacticals. I'll have to have a look now once we finish here.
This is a Titan lightweight. I don't think that barrel's that long. I can take it apart right quick, but
Yours is probably a 4-inch barrel.
there's no way it's 4 inches. No. If this is 4 inches, I'm a king. Hang on, I'll give you something to measure it by.
Uh-oh.
No, bad no.
Lock his camera quick.
Yeah. No, hang on. Let me find something that Jamie knows what it is. All right. Let me see. I can't use a pencil because you don't know how long I've sharpened on it. So hang on.
They don't even carry their 1911s anymore.
Who?
All right, we're going to use the universal standard. I've got some calipers in my hand. Let's see. What is this? Well, hell, I guess it is 3 1/4. Yeah, it's 3 1/4.
Dang, we're still talking about each other's barrels. Jeez.
All right, this is this is new, man. Let me share this. I don't think there's a price on it. They're calling them the Moxie now. And that's still a 1911, but it's so not what I'm used to. I think you can look at that and tell that the frame is polymer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who makes that one, Jamie?
Do what?
Who makes it?
It's made in the Philippines, or they used to be made in the Philippines. Some of their stuff's made in Germany.
What's that, Gerson?
No, this is American Tactical Imports.
Mm.
Take it up a little bit, Jamie. You can see the price. There you go.
Well, you can almost see it.
You're going to see part of it.
Only thing I could see was 0.99, just because I know that's what it is.
But yeah, you can tell that's a polymer frame.
And they call that a 1911?
They call it a hybrid 1911.
Mac, man, I'll bring mine to dead zero. You can see it. It's not a hybrid. Mine's not a hybrid.
Yeah, mine's a true to life. Papa's Place is out there. What's up, bud?
Had to change all my tape measures. Damn.
Yeah.
I can see Papa Place saying that he's struggling with his 3D printer. We bought one 5 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it hasn't stopped printing since. It's going 24 hours a day.
Oh my God, what are you printing? If you can say.
Download.
I'm printing a few little things for the house, but mainly ammo boxes at the moment. They make these really nice ammo boxes, 100 rounds, and it actually says 9mm or 380 or whatever you want on the top of them. And I'm just changing all my ammo cases to these ones that I printed. They're so much nicer.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm actually printing 308 ones at the moment.
You need to put some of those up for sale.
I might do if I can. I want to do all mine first. And plus I've done some, like the upgrades for the Dillons and things like that. I'm printing stuff to hold tools and stuff in the loading room. It's amazing what you can do. And I'm printing stuff in the house for my wife and everything. So it's good. We're having a good time playing with it and learning how to use it.
Yeah, my problem is I don't have the money to throw into that right now. I really want to, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to print up, and they're not really that expensive. But for everything that I want to print up, I'm going to have to build a wing onto the house to house all the fiber and stuff to be able to print it all. You know, the plastic reels and stuff. Jesus.
Yeah, we went for the Bamboo Lab one, And when Walter came down, because Walter was with me on Wednesday, and I think he's going to be getting one soon. He was pretty interested in watching it and what we could do, and I think he's got the hook to buy one now as well.
Yeah, you bought the Cadillac. You bought the right one.
The H2S, which is a slightly larger one, it's still got only one nozzle. I went for the one nozzle one, and yeah, it's good. We're having a lot of fun making stuff up, and it's amazing what you can do with it.
It truly is. I've done a lot of looking into it, and my wife was like, "Well, we're going to have to get a new computer because we can't run it off your laptop."
Yeah, you can.
I'm like, "I think you can," and she's like, "Yeah."
It does all of its own processing. All you do is plug it up, connect it to your Wi-Fi, and you shoot everything from your laptop to it.
That's what I was thinking. That the laptop is just a transfer device.
But well, it's your slicer too. It's where you bring in something, slice it, and get it ready to send to the printer.
Right.
But it doesn't take a powerful machine to do it.
But I was thinking of just like MacMan said, making ammo boxes and stuff like that. She's wanting to make stuff for the kitchen, racks and holders and this kind of stuff.
I'll just go and get a box now to show you guys. Stay with me.
Honeydew list.
Because I don't know if y'all know this, but most of the stuff that we buy for what we do is 3D printed.
You look at Dylan's bullet feeders and stuff like that; they're all 3D printed.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's all 3D printed.
This is all 3D printed.
There you go.
And this is let's see. That's my bullet feeder that I've printed.
Right.
To go, it goes right on the side of the Dylan the Dylan case feeder. So they'll be fully automated. And this is the case feeder for my what do you call it?
A Neelese.
Well, it's not a Neelese. It's by another guy, and it uses
Did you get the check? Oh, induction.
Okay. Yeah, it's induction, and it's automatic feed. So all you do is load the hopper and walk away.
So that's one of the 9mm ones I printed.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Show them the inside of it, Mac, man.
Oh,
That's
I like
so
that.
I did this one dual color, and then you got these flip up hinges that come. So you got the flip up hinges, and then you got a decent hinge on the back with a bolt in it, and then the inside of them.
Take my money.
And then so that's the 9mm, but this is one I did for my 338 Lepore. So I did it. I split the colors a little bit on it, and then the inside of it. Then you can pop it open.
Nice.
Take my money.
And to be honest with you, I could probably, out of one spool, which if you buy like 10 spools at a go from Bamboo, you get 35% off. If you use a new email, you get another $10 off. So one spool will probably make 6 or maybe 8 of these. If I'm right, maybe more. No, probably about 6. You probably get 6 or 8 of these out of a spool. And then the spool is round about 12.
Wow.
So
Take
I tell you,
my money.
I tell you what, Mac, man, I sell a ton of ammo boxes from MTM, Berries, this, that. Those are by far a better quality box.
and what I like about them is, do you know the normal ammo cans? You get a strip across the hinge here, which is like just a piece of plastic. So when you lift the lid up, it folds down on itself all the time. So you're at the range, and you're constantly opening it. But with these, you can just open it. You put a little bolt in there. I don't know if you can see. Is it just a little 3mm by 40mm bolt in there for the hinge?
Yeah.
And they come out.
That is spectacular. If my wife was still awake, I'd tell her we're getting a 3D printer.
I do all my reloading trays. I print them.
And even down to little things like this. printed in the kitchen just to hold like the dishwasher soap and a little sponge. You can print these little boxes.
Nice.
50 minutes
Yeah,
to
that's the
print.
kind of
So,
stuff that he's wanting to do. I'm wanting to do stuff like what you were just showing.
yeah. So you've got to do stuff for the wife as well.
That's how you get the printer. You
I was
got
about
to
to
make
say, I have to sell it.
Yeah,
I gotta
That's how you
What
get
did
those
last night,
made
this one.
from scratch homemade brownies.
this one holds like a little sachets of rice, and so it sits in the cupboard like that. This was probably about an hour to make. I think this one was about 2 hours to make. So it's fun. I'm going to get one other thing to show you that I printed.
Uh-oh, here comes a toilet paper roll.
I was gonna say if he 3D printed a toilet, that's something.
Now,
I'll
that's
have
one,
trouble keeping that one clean.
yeah, that's one thing that 3D printers don't do is make watertight stuff. I saw a guy 3D printed up a remote control boat and sent it out and sunk it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's the Welsh dragon. That's the one that we got. That's on our Welsh flag, and that's the one I had tattooed on my back. You know.
That is cool.
So it prints it all out because it does a base on it, and you can see it's. I need to peel some of the bottom off. It'll all come smooth because there is still some of the bottom still on it. But you can see you do stuff like this. Comes
That's
out. This was about an 8-hour print, or this was a long print. But the long stuff, I just put to go at night before I go to bed, set it up to run, and it runs all night.
Hillbilly has a question.
And use your printer to make me a printer.
You know, my first 3D printer, you bought it in a kit. You had to build it. And they've come a long way since those days. Because the ones that you built at home just never seem to work right.
Let's
Man,
welcome in Floridian out there. He said he's jumping in late, but we're glad to have you, buddy.
Look at the time, brother.
I'm past time, ain't I? Good thing the verse of the week ain't long tonight.
I can see IWS Bull just asked me about the noise and the smell. To be honest with you, it's running in the office in the house, and you can hear the machine going because obviously the tool head's going back and forth. But my wife sits in there doing paperwork, and it doesn't really bother you, does it? It's not super loud. And smell-wise, there's no actual smell as such with it, but you can. It's like you could smell the heat then, because it gets warm. So when you go into the room, if you've had the door shut, it's sort of you could smell like the warmth of it, but there's no actual odor as such with the machine itself.
If you smell something, something's wrong.
Yeah. I think the only ones that smell are the carbon fiber ones. I believe I've been told they're the ones you've got to be careful of. You've got to have them venting outside.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe that.
No.
I've got a filter system on mine just for that when I print PETG. But I don't really, PETG, I just really hadn't seen a reason to print in PETG. PLA works fine for me, or the Super PLA.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, PLA Plus I've been using because I think Bamboo call it PLA Plus, which is the same as different things. So it's when I bought the printer, I bought a lot of rolls of sort of off-brand, and they print as well as the original Bamboo filament. If you buy,
You're right. There's only two people that don't make printers that make good filament. Polymaker's good, and there's another one that is practically only sold through one of the little computer companies. I can't remember the name of it, but it's real good filament.
Right there's my 3D printer.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
That and CA glue.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time for we're past time for our verse of the week tonight.
Good.
We've been talking about Psalm chapter 1, and we're going to talk about verses 3 and 4 tonight. And if y'all would allow me, I'll review verses 1 and 2 quickly. Well, not review them, just read them. Verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night." Verse 3 there, which is where we'll start tonight. "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper." Verse 4 there says, "The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind," or chaff, however you say that, which the wind drives away. Okay, verse 3. And I like to start with MacArthur's notes there. It says, "Like a tree, he shall be like a tree planted by the waters." MacArthur there said, John MacArthur, from his study Bible says, "Because of the mostly arid terrain of Israel, a lush tree served as a fitting symbol of blessing in the Old Testament." So you think about that, and you think about a tree for sure would be noticeable in the desert, and it symbolized God's blessing on his people. And God's blessings in this world should be noticeable. And he should be praised for those blessings, but not only for the blessings that he blesses us with. Planted there, MacArthur said, literally transplanted, quote unquote. Trees do not plant themselves, neither do sinful people transport themselves into God's kingdom. Salvation is his marvelous work of grace. And he references Isaiah 61:3 and Matthew 15:13. Yet there is genuine responsibility in appropriating the abundant resources of God. There references Jeremiah 17:8 about the resources of God, which lead to eventual productivity. So MacArthur here states the obvious to me. God transplants us from a life of sin into his family. And like that tree planted by the water, we will be stable and strong. And when we are mature, quote, we bring forth fruit in its season, end quote. The fact that the tree is planted by the rivers of water, quote unquote, ensures life, nutrients, and ensuring productivity. That last line there, "I wished everything I did prospers. Regardless, I praise God for who he is and what he's done and all the blessings that he sends." The greatest blessing is what he's done. He's provided a way of salvation for us through the Lord Jesus Christ. David Guzik there from Enduring Word says that he shall be like a tree planted by the water. A tree planted by a river has a continual source of water. It will never wither away because it is always getting what it needs. If we are constantly needy, it may be worth examining if we are planted by the rivers of water or not. This would also be a tree that is strong and stable, sinking down deep roots. The life of the righteous man is marked by strength and stability. That brings forth fruits in its season there. He says that the righteous man bears fruit, such as the fruit of the Spirit, listed for us in Galatians 5:22 and 23. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self control. Against such there is no law. The fruit comes naturally from this tree because it is planted by the rivers of water. It is abiding in a life source. As Jesus spoke of bearing fruit in John 15:5, as we abide in him. Fruit also has a season. Some get discouraged when they begin to walk as righteous men, and fruit is not immediately evident. They don't wait until they bring forth fruit in its season. Guzik quotes Trapp there that says, "There are no barren trees in God's orchard, and yet they may have their fits of barrenness, as an apple tree sometimes hath, but they will reflourish with advantage." And that's Trapp. Whose leaf also shall not wither. Brown, dead, withered leaves are signs of death and dryness. The righteous man does not have these signs of death and dryness. His leaves are green and alive. Whatever he does shall prosper. It isn't that the righteous man has a Midas touch, quote unquote, and everything he does makes him rich and comfortable. But in the life of the righteous man, God brings forth something good and wonderful out of everything. Even tough circumstances bring forth something that shall prosper. And I've seen that working in my life strong lately. All right. Verse 4. The ungodly are not so. They are like the chaff which the wind drives away. MacArthur there says, the ungodly are not so. This is an abrupt contrast. Literally, not so of the wicked. Chaff there is a frequent Old Testament word picture from harvest time for what is unsubstantial, without value, and worthy only to be discarded. So we do not want to be chaff at all. Chaff there basically is waste, a product, a byproduct, or a waste. We should probably think of it as spent primers. You get a big old bag of them after a while, you know. Guzik there says that everything true about the righteous man, stable as a tree, continual life and nourishment, fruitful, alive, and prosperous, is not so regarding the ungodly. It may often seem like the ungodly have these things, and sometimes it seems they have them more than the righteous, but it is not so. Any of these things are fleeting in the life of the ungodly. It can be said that they don't really have them at all. Like chaff, which the wind drives away. Chaff is the light shell around a kernel of grain, which must be stripped away before the kernel of grain can be ground into flour. Chaff was light enough that it could be separated from the grain by throwing a scoopful into the wind and letting the wind drive away the chaff, whatever. This is how unstable, how lacking in substance the ungodly are. Spurgeon on chaff says, quote, intrinsically worthless, dead, unserviceable, without substance, and easily carried away, end quote. There's a huge difference between a tree and chaff. What a beautiful word picture. Good job, Mr. Guzik. Thank you, Dr. MacArthur. Rest in peace. So, in conclusion, I would just say that we've seen the contrast here between the godly man and the ungodly man. And God saves us to be that stable, dependable, fruitful tree planted by the water. And I hope all of you guys will, if you don't know Jesus, I hope you get to know him. And if there's anything we can do to help with that, don't hesitate to send us an email. And we'd love to talk to you and pray with you. And that's our verse of the week.
Jamie, you referred to chaff as spent primers, but spent primers also make very good shotgun fodder.
Yeah, they do. They make a funny noise when you shoot them.
Yes, it whistles. It was just like everything in life. One man's waste is another man's treasure if you seek to use it for other means. Just like you run a combine over a cornfield, you're left with a bunch of unused product. Well, that product is then harvested, ground up, and becomes cattle feed through the winter to sustain us. So,
But really, I think literally chaff or whatever is functionally useless. I do believe.
well, I mean, I get the meaning of the verse. I was just making a point.
It blows away, like Tim S. says here, and like Guzik or MacArthur, one of them said, you just toss a scoop full up and the wind separates it.
Yeah.
But you got to get that off of there before you grind it in the flour, and then you can make bread.
You got to get rid of the bad stuff to make the good stuff.
Right.
Otherwise, you got chafy bread.
And who wants that?
Not me.
I
But
couldn't.
yeah, that's our
worry
verse
that
of the
long,
week.
but I'm not going to.
That's a good verse, Jamie.
It sure is.
We'll finish up, Lord willing, we'll finish up Psalm chapter 1 next week. Here's the thing, guys. You had the first 5 books of the Bible were written first. Theoretically, there are some theories. Some scholars believe Job was actually written before the Pentateuch, or the first 5 books that are said to have been written by Moses. But then you have what we call the wisdom books, Psalms, Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes. And some would put Lamentations in there as well. But Psalms 1 and 2 are the beginning of biblical wisdom. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to cover these things. Actually, what happened in my daily Bible study, I was in First Peter, and one of the references was to Psalm 2. And then when I did the study with you guys about Psalm 2, because that interested me, I realized that we got the beginning of biblical wisdom right here. We need to dig in for a minute. And so I wanted to do Psalm 2. And after I did that, the obvious place was to back up to Psalm 1. Psalm 2 is based on how nations relate to God. And Psalm 1 is more about how us as an individual, as individuals relate to God. And obviously the difference between a godly man and an ungodly man. So with that, we probably should start going through the room and clear the deck for our buddy Chad over at Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And they'll be talking about 22s or BB guns, probably. And those guys do shoot other things too, guys. Don't think that's all they do, but that's one thing I'm guilty of. Kyle, you want to go first, my brother?
Sure. Only thing I got going is loading up a bunch of ammo for Dead Zero. I'm still finding components. I find more and more every day. I've been loading up some 44s and 45s and 9mm. Now it's time to start working on 308s, Argentine rounds, and maybe some Mosin rounds. And maybe some 7.62 by 39 for the folding stock, chrome plated.
Woo.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
SKS.
SKS, thank you. Yeah,
Kyle knows what he's bringing.
That's a pimp rifle, ain't it?
yeah, it is.
Hey, pimping ain't easy, man.
I know. Got to get your gun chromed up and all that stuff.
Jamie saw it and he's like, "Would you look at this?" But that's all I got. Mike, man, what about you, bro?
Hold on a second, Kyle.
My
You
bad.
remember last time I saw you? You gave me some 270 stuff.
Yeah.
You remember there was some white boxes of loaded ammo in there?
Yeah, those weren't for you. I don't think.
One of them I think was. The other one wasn't. There's a box of 308s. I need to get back to you.
Oh, well, it ain't like we're not going to be seeing each other shortly.
Yeah, you got that right. Okay,
I got some more stuff to give to you.
good deal. Matt, man, thanks for joining us tonight, man. And thanks for showing us some of that 3D stuff, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting me jump on. I managed to get home early enough tonight to join you guys. It's great. I wish I could come on every week, but work commitments stop that. But it was great to be on tonight. I'm going to carry on. I'm doing a lot more 3D printing. I'm going to print more boxes up. I'm going to start doing a small series on 308. I bought some brand new Starline 308 brass when me and Walter visited Dillon's earlier on this week. So I bought a couple of 100 rounds of the Starline 308 brass, which I really like. So we'll go through the whole thing of neck cutting them, getting everything ready, the whole loading process. I'm probably going to try and stick to maybe a 10 or 15 minute video, but do more of them rather than doing a 30, 40 minute video. I think it'll be more beneficial for people to watch. So instead of doing like 2 or 3 in the series, it might be 5 or 6, but spread it out over a few weeks, but shorter videos. I'm going to give that a try to see if I get a little bit better response. So I've got that going on. And
I think that's the way to go. You don't want to do the whole process in one video because they'll take your video down and give you a strike.
Yes, and I don't think people want to sit there for 30, 40, 50 minutes watching one video. It's I've been watching some of the things that come up, and they say most people will sit and watch for 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then they'll drift off. They won't watch. So I'm going to try and keep them a bit shorter. So yeah, that's what I got planned for the weekend, and doing some work around the house. I got to start doing our master bathroom. It's been on hold for a while because I got fed up of working around the house, but we're going to crack on with that this weekend. So I got to get that in someday as well.
I got to do that too. Well, thanks for being here, bud. Appreciate you. Rebel, what you got coming up?
Work tomorrow and Sunday here. Let's see. Sunday is supposed to be 74 degrees, and then Monday is supposed to be turning around and a high of in the 40s with a chance of mixed precipitation. So and participation. And I don't know. It's a weather like that just makes me hurt anymore. I want it to be warm for a little bit, and I'm ready for some fishing.
Well, I'm ready for some football, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'd rather fish and watch football.
I ain't fished in forever. I probably need to.
I know I just fly fish, but I get my Kevin Van Dam on out there on the lake and Lake Norman now, which is the biggest lake near me. They got tired of calling it the Dead Sea, so a bunch of good old boys got some bass from Bamadad State and dumped them in Lake Norman and didn't ask nobody nothing. Now they've moved north all the way up the lake. That lake's got 980 miles of shoreline, so it's big, and it cools a nuclear power plant. But those Alabama bass, people gripe about them because they ain't as big as largemouth and they swarm. But I love them. They're aggressive as crap. And you can catch them in the 2, 3, 4 pound range, which ain't bad. And someone said they was good eating. I said, I got to tell you something, boys. I ain't eating nothing to come out of that lake. All right. The North Carolina Wildlife they stopped publishing fish advisory warnings. They say, go to our website. It got so big, so quick. And the weird thing about it is the power company that built the lakes, they're responsible for all the pollution. But PCBs, mercury, all kind of stuff.
They just dump it all in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the three-eyed fish.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about fishing. I'll probably do a little bit of reloading this weekend and work around the yard some. I got some chainsaw work to do if my knees hold out. So that's about it.
Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you.
I hear you.
Bama Dad, what you got coming up, man?
Oh, got some load development I'm working on for a 300 PRC, and so I'll be doing that and going up to the CMP and to another range and doing some shooting, dialing it in, getting it ready if I'm able to make it to dead zero with you guys.
Wow.
Other than that, not a whole lot.
You guys check it out in the side chat. Tread's been putting up your channel URL, so thank Tread for that. Tread, we need to talk soon, bud. I'll try to call you tomorrow if I can remember. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Bama Dad, I'm working on a new 6.5 Creedmoor load and a new load for 350 Legend, and I'm really excited about how I built up that 350 Legend. I can't wait for some of you guys to shoot it. And anyway, good night, Bull. Here's the thing, man. Let's leave you with this. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. We love y'all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. We hope the Lord blesses y'all real good. And if he's willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Say good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.